Good morning, everybody. Paulie from Paulie's Custom Skins. So starting another week. So I thought this week we're going to do a few videos on some of the Jon Ruda mods, because I know some people are having trouble with some of these. I don't know why, because it does explain what you got to do, but oh well. So what we're going to do today, we're going to show you how to skin the, how to put your logo on these steps and that, what he tells you can do. Now, don't forget what you've got to do with Jon Ruda. So there's all the mods you get from his website. Now you must, without fail, have them in the order he tells you, because they basically won't work else. So if you don't have them in this order that he tells you, if you don't have them in this order that he tells you, you might well show up or it'll crash your game or whatever it'll do. So just follow what he says on here. Yeah, so make sure you just do as he tells you on here, basically. If you do different to on here, your mod won't work. So what we're going to do is let's open let's get this open. So I've downloaded all these files, downloaded the truck files for the 389 glider. So you get all these, not this one, forget about this one, I mean. So you get all these files like that. I pulled all the templates from inside the mod, sorry. So you get the rack, the rear bumpers, the fenders, and the templates for the trucks. So basically it's an advanced skin the truck is. So these are all DDS files, these are. So skin these how you want to skin them. If you want to do anything fancy on the rack, obviously paint it, whatever. If you want to do a solid colour, just use a 4x4 like I've showed you in other videos. Same with the bumpers. If you want to do anything fancy on them, do your fancy bits, whatever you want to do. If you want to do a solid colour, again, just use a 4x4. Same with the fenders. If you want to do any pinstripe or anything like that on them, then obviously then you save them. It shows you in the XML that it gives you. Let me just go back to it. So if you open the open def, it supplies the XML here, which will drop into your Mod Studio user vehicle folder. And if you open it up, like I'll show you, as you can see there, it tells you what DDS to use. So that's for the rack. So you got all these different racks here, obviously. Same with the fenders. It tells you which ones to use for the fenders. So if you're doing certain shape fenders, you use that DDS and paint them as it says, basically. So that's the XML file. If you go into vehicle folder, truck, upgrade, paint job, this is where all those templates are. So I basically just pulled all these out of there and put them into that folder, basically. So that's where all your templates are. If you get to company logo, these are your step logos now, basically. So these ones here, forget these ones here, the Summit ones, leave them the way they are. You can put them on the truck if you want. But if you want to replace it with your logos, then you basically just replace these DDS files with your DDS files. So what we've done is I've got one on my, so we've got this one here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to paint it. I think what we'll do is we'll delete that. Let me get the delete. So we delete that like so. And then what we'll do is we'll just put a quick Polish trucking in the middle. Like so. Now make sure when you save these, you must save these as DDS file. I'm just doing it on Affinity at the moment. I got to do this. I've got to put it through, obviously, Paint.net to put do the DDS file. Come on, we'll leave it like that. Just change it to that. Reduce that down a little bit. Look, so there's a center. I'll tell you what, let's do the red. Change to a red color. Like so. We'll put a bit of we'll put a black line outline around it, like so. This one. So then what we'll say, we'll get rid of that. Just export to the PNG for now. So I'm going to leave it like I'm going to export it as that. because I'm going to put that into paint.net to change to a DDS file, basically. So let's get rid of that. So there we are with that. So let's open that with paint.net. Like so. So now we'll save that as a DDS file, basically. So find your DDS file, leave it exactly the same as that. Must be the same as his DDS file, what he's got it named in that folder. Save. Like so. Let's get rid of that. So that's the DDS file. So what we'll do is, all these we've got open. Open your DDS file, open your file, your upper definition file up. Grab your DDS file that you've just done. Just literally drag it into there like so. Press OK. And there it is. That's been replaced, that one there. So what we'll do is make sure you put this into your mod folder again. Paste. And then what we'll do is let's go into the game quick. Got to say quick, you're never quick with this game at the minute. And then we'll make sure, hopefully this will work. But that is all you do basically with the, that's all you have to do with changing any steps basically. So there's the open def. Make sure it's at the top, out of the way. So it should be above the truck, I presume. Press confirm, career. I've already got the truck enabled, so should be a case of changing the steps over, I think, if I remember rightly. And that should be all you have to do, to be honest. And like I say, we'll do a couple more of the trucks this week just to, you know, give people an idea. I might even look at the record as well this week, but I'll see. I think we're at the garage as well. Right, so there's the truck. We've got nothing on the steps at the minute. So let's go into the garage. Let's see where all the nodes are. Right, so you got your toolbox, you got company logo. So you see here, he's got your white logo, you got his logos that he already gives you. And then you got your logo there. So you can see there, look, all his trucking. May I go closer? And there you are, people. That's all you've got to do. Change it to that. Obviously, you can make your own fancy designs on there if you want to make them fancy and do whatever you want to do. I think, doesn't he put a logo on the doors as well? Yeah, so basically you can do the same with the door. So this would be the other ones for the, not the step one, it's just named, just logo, or just no, I don't think it's named anything, to be honest. So you could do that with your logos on the door as well if you want to do them separate. Let me go back out to the files. Let's close the game down. So that's basically how you do that's how you basically put your own logos on the steps. And they'll say it's on the door as well, the same thing. I'll show you in the open def file so you know you can see the same thing, to be honest. But that is it. That's all it is. It's nothing too hard. It's nothing too, anybody can do it. Just make sure, obviously, just follow his instructions, how he put the truck into the game. Let's open Ruda file up. Let's open the open def up. Go into that. Company logo. So these will be step ones that you can change. But these ones here, sorry, your logo. The front step, rear step. Same here, front and rear, the white ones, if you want to change it to white. I don't know what it's gone like that, to be honest, but, you know. And then I'm presuming these ones here are the ones for the door, basically. I presume that's what they're for. That's for the doors. What was the other one I noticed? Is that it? I don't know. I think this is the number plate, if I remember rightly. I think this is the number plate. Well, looks to be. Let me open it. Yeah, it's a number plate. So the same sort of thing with the number plate as well. Just replace the DDS files with your files, with your DDS file, basically. So it's the same thing with the number plate. It's all within that open def file. But yeah, so it's a case of replacing these here. Your logo, black DDS, same with all these here. I don't always put black, to be honest, but I'll change them to whatever you want to put them as. You got front step, rear step. I'll say these are the door ones, I presume. And that one's the door one, I presume. And again, so it's a case of just change your logo DDS and that's it. Put it with yours, put yours in what you want to do. And that is it, people. I think that should explain it for a lot of you. If you've still got any questions about it, then obviously just ask me underneath the video, to be fair, or obviously just come and jump in my Discord and ask in there. There's always somebody in there who can help you if I'm not around. My good friend Pup's in there who helps me run the Discord, so if I'm not around, he's normally around, one or the other. I say, so I hope that helps you all. I'll try and do a couple more this week. I am away for a couple of days at the end of the week, so I've only got a couple of more days to sort some videos. I'll probably do one tomorrow and one the next day, and that'll be about it for this week, I think. So have yourselves a good day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always come and jump. If you want to come and jump on my Discord, you're always welcome. We've got a few giveaways on there if you want some new trailers for the game for ATS. Nothing for ATS 2 at the moment. But yeah, have a good day. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.